This is our fourth theme, and it also marks our 1-year anniversary of Battery Powered. So, an exciting day. We started this. We started conceiving Battery Powered soon after we opened the club, and it took quite a while with the help of Alison, Amplify Strategies, and team to make it a reality. And we've been super happy with the first year. We raised over $4 million, or gave to organizations over $4 million. Our ultimate aim was to eventually reach 10 million. So we're now got our eyes on that goal. And thank you everyone here who's helped us to this point. And we were speaking with some people yesterday and who hadn't joined Battery Powered, and they were saying, we wanted to see if you could actually do it first. So very cynical. And now I'm emotionally blackmailing them to join. So if you can help me emotionally blackmail other people and get us to 10 million, it'll be super cool. So the fourth theme that we're doing, early childhood development, is a little different. We were always trying to make the themes different on a number of different levels, and certainly geographically, the themes have been gone from super local to entirely global. And this theme, again, is a little different, and the organizations are primarily Bay Area, and they have impact both locally and nationally and globally. And it's an area, one of many areas that the Bay Area is a leader in, is early childhood development. By no means the only place that's doing interesting stuff, but there's a huge amount of stuff that's happened here in the Bay Area for a long time. And it's interesting the leverage that they have. Not only do the organizations that we help have a direct impact to the people that they directly help, but the things that are being modeled here are influencing what else is being done in the rest of the world and the rest of the country. So it's exciting to think of that, not just the direct impact, but how do we find those organizations that really break new ground and do super interesting things. And I'm going to let Alison in a moment introduce our panel of experts. So I'd like to start by thanking all of you. We have an amazing panel today, excited to sit and listen and learn. And I'm someone who lacked very good early childhood development myself, so I'm fascinated to hear what I missed out on, and like to think what I could have achieved had I actually had some good development going on. But I'm going to hand over to Alison. So thank you, and enjoy the evening.
Thank you, Michael. I always love it when he introduces the theme. It's it's fantastic. Well, really, let's give ourselves kind of a hug and a round of applause. Happy anniversary. It is 1 year that we've been together doing this, and it is phenomenal. So it really, thank you from the bottom of our hearts for your enthusiasm, your commitment, and most of all, your generosity. As Michael said, we've raised $4.7 million at the mark of our 1 year anniversary. That's huge. We surpassed our goal, and we're almost at 500 members of the Battery who are members of Battery Powered, and that is fantastic. So as we look forward and we see other members of the club who are thinking about, is this something for you or for them, I think now it's time to share what we're experiencing and even deepen our community even more. So thank you for being a part of this and for coming tonight. It's with great pleasure that I get to kick off this early childhood education theme. One of the reasons why I'm so excited about tonight is actually we waited 1 year to do education because it was the most popular theme amongst all of the members. So this is the one that you've been waiting for, the one that you told us that you wanted to do. And we waited this long because we wanted to make sure that we were able to do it together and we could get as many people involved in the program so that we would have a great experience and a great learning and sharing. So with that, here we are. The other reason is I think many of us are interested in this theme, but and for me, it's very personal. I have a 15-month-old little boy. And so every day I'm looking and watching and learning by experience how little kids develop and just what an enormous, package bundle of potential is in each little child, And I think that has really moved me and made me understand how important it is to be a stand for and to support the idea that all children have the basics that they need to be able to thrive. And that's not really the case, right? In many situations. So there's big gaps and distances between what children have in terms of being able to thrive and unleash their potential and achieve all that they're capable of achieving as adults and as citizens. And so in this theme, we really wanted to make sure that we focused on the whole child, not just one piece of education, but actually what it means to grow and develop as a little human being. And so our theme is broken down into 3 parts, as usual. The first is healthy environments. So what is the role that healthy environments play in the development of children? The second is literacy. Literacy skills are so important, and we're going to learn about how that plays into brain science and how that really sets us off for, you learn to read so that you can read to learn. And that really, there's a marker at age 8 where that becomes really an important measure for the rest of the trajectory of a child's development. And last but not least, it's also experiential learning. So we think about what happens in the classroom and outside of the classroom and the different ways in which children can embrace new knowledge and skills and have experiences and how that plays into how they develop. So we've invited you to nominate organizations that are doing work on the front lines of those 3 areas. And the applications are in, and our team is working very hard to go through them as they usually do. And tonight we're going to have the chance to meet with the experts, the people who are going to help us understand how to look at those organizations, how to contextualize them in the context of all the other things that are going on, and really give us a sense, both as individuals and as a community, what actions we can take to move the needle on this issue. One thing that I've been able to learn as we've started this theme and as we've talked with the experts is that programs that are really fantastic or really kind of at the spear at the tip of the spear. There we go. At the tip of the spear are programs that are available, that work for all children. So think about equal access. When you learn about new innovations and how the future is evolving, is this actually going to work for many, many communities? That's one key piece. The other is the program designed for scale and to leverage public resources? So can it leverage public resources and scale in order for it to grow and reach other people? And third, the other key thing to really think about and look at is how are these programs involving parents and caregivers outside of the education environment? So those are the kind of tips that I've been receiving and that I think are outlined in your issue brief online. And that's it. Without further comments, I have the pleasure of introducing our first speaker, Dr. Jennifer Rainin. She's a member of the Battery and of Battery Powered, and she also heads a foundation in the East Bay that is one of the largest organizations committed to early childhood education. So she's been on the front lines of making the decisions that we are going to need to make as a community at the end of this theme. And I'm very excited for you to share your personal story and why you decided to focus your efforts on this area. Thank you.